What's going on? It's the one and only John Streetz, man. I'm kicking it in Philly right now, man. I'm Philly bound, man, in them Philly streets, man, with the fam, the No Skim family. You know what I'm saying? My bro Foxx, my boy Fresh. Check out Smooth Ride to the Cool Side on YouTube. My new album on Spotify, Soul, Drugs, and Harmony. Check me out, man. John Streetz on Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, YouTube. JOHNSTREETZ.
No Skim Show, it's your boy Fresh, HBK.
It's your boy Foxx, Chasepaper.
And we got a special guest with us today. You know, we don't normally have folks come out with us, but you know, for the artists we think special, we definitely want them to join us on this ride. We got my man Jay Streetz in the back. What's up, Streetz?
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's happening, man? I'm kicking it with No Skim. This is John Streetz, man, rocking it with the one and only No Skim, man. I mean, I'm Philly bound right now, you know what I'm saying? It's good to be back in the area, man, you know what I'm saying? To see what it's looking like, man.
Right,
you know
right.
What I'm saying? What's good, Chester? You know what I'm saying? What's happening, man? I'm back for a little bit. What's good?
Alright, so you repping Chester, that's what's up, that's what's up. Just for those who don't know, we definitely actually just went out to New York City, I mean, to meet up with bro, so I guess that kind of leads me to my first question. How you get from Chester to New York, bro?
I mean, you know, I went to the Apollo, you know what I'm saying? I got the opportunity to go to the Apollo, you know what I mean? I won first place.
Oh, word.
And that was a good look. And you know what I'm saying? I bumped into, you know what I'm saying, some cool people out there, you know what I mean? You know, and you know what I'm saying? I just realized that, you know, the big city, man, is definitely where it's at. You know what I'm saying? For me to be able to have the opportunity to be able to come to New York City, you know what I'm saying? It was nothing but it was a dream come true. So, you know, for me, what I do, and you know what I mean, at the level of an artist that I am at now, like that right there is it's a beautiful opportunity, basically.
Okay.
So what was the experience like coming from where you come from, just going to a big city and, you know what I mean, just taking that step, basically, like, you know what I mean?
It's a change, you know what I mean? It's a change, you know, it'll inspire you, you know what I'm saying? You know, when they play that song, man, I mean, like, I never really paid too much attention to that song, you know, New York, concrete jungle with you. It's a beautiful song, but at the same time, the chorus really comes into play, you know what I'm saying? When I came up there and I looked around and the way I was feeling, you know what I mean? Like I felt brand new. You know what I mean? Them bright lights will inspire you. You know what I'm saying? The streets will make you feel brand new.
Facts,
like that's real shit. Like I mean, like that's really how it was. You know what I mean? You know, it's you know, being out there. You know what I mean? It's a trip to live out there, man. You know what I mean? You know, it costs a lot of cash, but you know, it's ways to get through everything. You know what I'm saying?
All right, speaking of that. So I know you mentioned Apollo. Was that like something where you won some money, or you said you won first place at Apollo?
Yeah, I won first place, you know what I'm saying? I won some cash. I won a first place prize and shit, you know what I'm saying? For the first round.
Right.
If I'd have won first place for the second round, I'd have got more money, you know, and so on and so on.
Yeah.
It was the top.
So was it like a continuous contest? Like, do you keep winning money, or like how you survive out there?
You can keep winning money, but at the same time, I mean, like popularity got a lot to do with it. You know what I mean? It is.
Right.
That's one thing I discovered about it. You know what I'm saying? But much love to the Apollo because they providing chances for young black, you know what I'm saying, entertainers, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, but you know what I'm saying? It come down to a pack the house situation.
Like
especially when they start to come to competing.
Yeah.
Competing with the money.
Ticket sales.
I mean, if you halfway decent and you bring 400 people,
right.
Yeah.
Shit, you deserve that money. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right. So after that, after you know your experience at the Apollo, you won the money. You know, you end up coming to New York. You stand out there. Like what's your everyday life like? Are you just, you know, open mics? Like how do you survive? You working a 9 to 5, like to basically restart in a whole new location. How are you surviving out there? How are you making for artists that don't know? Because there's a lot of artists out there in smaller, you know, regions, locations that feel like they got to branch out to grow their artistry, to grow their audience, and they might not know. Well, damn, like if I move to New York, for example, like how I'm gonna survive, how I'm gonna live. I don't know nobody in New York, so I'm just trying to get, you know, what's your everyday life like? How you survive out there?
I mean, you know, I do what I gotta do, you feel what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I definitely rely on my music, You know what I'm saying? You feel me? I do little gigs every now and then, and one way I definitely get gigs is through, you know, performing on the street. I'll be in the subway, I'll perform on the street. Well, it's the winter time now, you know what I'm saying? Like that outside shit ain't gonna be cutting it. But the subway, most definitely. The subway is a good place to be able to broadcast your talent, you know what I'm saying? Like when they say like New York is the city of dreams, like it really is. A lot of people got discovered in New York City, a lot of musicians, a lot of artists, and a lot of them, you know what I'm saying, before they were signed, you know what I'm saying, they've been down in that subway, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I really, like, if I was to ever get a deal, I would definitely just go to different subways, man, you know what I'm saying? But really, it ain't too many of them, because it's New York City,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't too many of them that do it like New York City, so in a sense, it's like a blessing, you know what I'm saying? To be able to do that, and to be able to broadcast myself. I mean, I print up 2,500 cards, business cards with my number, my social media, my everything, you know what I'm saying? And I make sure I bring out at least like 200 and hope I give out 200 and hope I get more followers. That's how I built my followers up through Instagram.
See, y'all artists out there submitting y'all record. You see how professional he is? He said he's performing in the subway, but he has 2,500 business cards with all his information out there. So that's for all you artists sending y'all records with no name and no info. Like, prime example right here, you know, and he's actually in the car with us. He ain't submit a record. We respect artists that take they craft serious. But, you know, moving right along, a question that, you know, I was listening to your music on the way up to the ride to New York, and initially, when it was brought to our attention, I seen John Streetz. So I was automatically thinking you was gonna be a rapper. But, you know, we play the records, and it sounds like, to me, like not only are you singing, but you playing the instrument as well, right?
Yeah.
All right, because I know you actually got your guitar with you today, right?
Yeah, I bring that little motherfucker everywhere I go.
All right, so question: How did you come up with the name J Street? Is that your real name, or is like, you know, that's
John
a stage name?
John, no, that's not my John. Yeah, that's my name. You know what I'm saying? You know, I go by J Streetz, John Streetz, but preferably, mostly Streetz or John Streetz. But you know, it's more household. It's more of a household name when you put the John in front of it. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean? And it's like, you know, I'm reaching for greatness. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to be a household name. But anyway, nah, that's not important. But how I got the name was like, you know, I remember one time I was a young boy and I was sitting down, you know, listening to a Beanie Siegel album, you know what I'm saying, on, you know, this Beanie, you know what I'm talking about,
The Truth
was the name that they gave me, that John, Beanie, that John, he said it out of his own mouth, he said, I'm about to take over the city of Philly like John Street, so I said, damn, my name's John, I'm like, Streetz, and I stuck with Streetz for a while, you know what I'm saying, I stuck with Streetz for a while, but in time, I eventually, you know, just added the John on the John Streetz.
Okay.
Slick Jones.
What I was noticing with your music, you know, as far as you being a singer and you know, doing the guitar thing, like the acoustics, what I was noticing, like the actual content of your records is not typical R&B, like, you know, lovey-dovey. Like, you was actually, you know, for lack of words, you was actually singing about some street shit. And that's kind of what caught my attention most, because I was listening to the lyrics of your record. I'm like, yo, he's not even on no, like, you know, baby kiss me, hug me type shit. Like, you was actually talking in a song called Dreams. You was actually talking some street shit, so that's what made me wonder.
I mean, like, I changed, man, since I was younger, man. I used to be like, I come from the street, like, I mean, like, that's without a doubt. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, I mean, I feel as though, like, I'm to a point in life, man, where it's like, who cares?
Right.
Who cares if I'm from the street? Sometimes it ain't always good to just, you know what I'm saying? To just let the obvious be what it be. I ain't gotta talk about how I was in jail, or talk about how I was this and that, or how I used to do this, or how I used to do that. It's over.
Right.
Why would I want to blow my cover and seem like because at the end of the day, it's all about business. Business, blessings, and motherfucking whatever else. Because trust and believe, when you coming around and you motherfuckers that do business are scary people.
Right.
They don't want to hear that shit. You talking about how you've been through this and been through that. You dig what I'm saying? They not. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? It's all good to hear in interviews and shit like that, or you know what I mean? So it's like I try not to really talk about it too much. But when it comes to my music, even when it comes to my music, I try not to sing about it a lot. But don't get it twisted. If I'm sitting in the studio And you know what I mean? Like I'm really in the studio, just like going in. And I got like the blessing to sit in the studio and just be like, yo, Streetz, go in. You gonna rock out for 2 months, the rest of the summer. I'm definitely gonna have more street shit available. You dig what I'm saying? I'm definitely gonna be talking my street shit, but at the same time, it's like I like to touch other aspects, like domestics, for example. The song that's playing right now, I'm singing about a domestic relationship that I ended up catching the short end of the stick from.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a story record,
I got
right?
shot. Female shot me. You know what I'm saying? It's like a love song. It's dramatic, but it's something that people can relate to. It's worst case scenario, but it's possible. It happens.
Right. Wait, so when you said you got shot, is that, I listened to that record, it's actually like a story, and did that actually happen, or was that something you just created?
Oh no, that's something I created, especially me getting shot. But as far as a domestic relationship, yeah, I done been with crazy little bitches and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, like, you know what I mean? Not the cool bitches, but you know, little crazy little bras. You know what I'm saying? They get all crazy, but it's just thinking about that. You know what I'm saying? Thinking about that, it made me dramatize it. You know what I'm saying? It made me dramatize it because it's like I'm more of a. If I was an actor, I'd be in drama more than comedy. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really a funny dude, so if I really I like to get real emotional, and I like to touch shit. If I ain't serious, I'm gonna get emotional. If I ain't trying to touch your conscience, I'm gonna get emotional, or I'm just.
One thing I can say from, you know, listening to the few records that I heard is that you definitely passionate about your music, and you take it serious. Like the content, like I respect your pen. I mean, he wasn't just average. Like he was actually, you know, I was impressed, to say the least. What about you, Foxx? I know you didn't really get a chance to check out the music.
I didn't really get a chance, but you know, I mean, talking to him.
How about this? Since, you know, since this is the No Skim show, we do play records here. How about we, you know, vibe out to one of the records for a second?
Yeah, but what I can say from what he's saying, right, and getting to know him, definitely serious. And you know, when you serious about something, you know when somebody else serious. So
relate to it. You know what I mean? All right, so Streetz, since you actually with us, you know, we ain't gotta go at random today. Which record do you want us to spotlight right now? Which record you want to vibe out to? You know, on this ride.
I'm gonna rock out. This is a new single called "Let Me Love You."
No Skim, this is "Let Me Love You." I'm gonna run it back for you. "Let Me Love You," John Streetz, off of Soul, Drugs, and Harmony. Let's go.
And shout out to my band, to my boy Slick Sam, and my man Femi, the drummer, man. He's Nigerian, man. That boy was my other white boy was the drummer on this. But I did have a band. Me and the band ain't together no more. You know what I'm saying? You know, they college students, so you know they in school. You know what I mean? It's like when school picked up, they fell back. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know what I mean? I respect it. You know what I mean? So you know, jump back on my solo tip. But you know, I got band members in the tuck, you know what I mean? They just in Philly, but I'm in New York. I got you.
I say, baby, let me love you, no. Hey, yeah. Baby, let me love you. Oh, baby, in the midst of danger, I'll protect you and fight till my arms inside. Baby, let me love you. Oh, yeah, baby. Reservations to take a charge. Let me serenade you with the strings of my guitar. In the midst of darkness, no, you shine bright like the star. I'll keep you protected from those who will do you harm. Love is more than just a word, and I will say it in the midst of danger. I'll protect you.
Sometimes you gotta let these females know how important they are. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I mean? That's important. Like we as black men, you know what I'm saying? You know, we do gotta learn to, you know what I'm saying, uplift our women, you know what I'm saying? Like women, period. You know what I'm saying? The woman that you choose to be with. You know what I'm saying? And at the same time, it's like, man, it depends on, like, no matter what woman you choose to be with, man. Most definitely, man. Uplift your woman, let her know that you do what you gotta do to have her. You know what I'm saying? That'd be one thing about my songs. I'd be more so running game rather than, not running game, but more so approaching the female with words rather than singing a song about being in a relationship. You know what I'm saying?
That electric guitar in there, is that you play that too?
Yeah.
Place you in my arms and lay you on my bed. got someone sticking by your side. Take them by the hand and look them in the eye. Promise you will be there together forever and ever. Oh, ever. Baby, let me love ya, love ya, love ya. In the midst of danger, I'll protect you and fight till my arms inside. Baby, let me love ya. Oh, yeah, baby.
Streetz, can I request a record real quick? This was like my introduction to, so I wanted Foxx to hear it because he didn't get a chance to listen yet. But the record you got from this project, Soul, Drugs, and Harmony, a record called Dreams. I wanted Foxx to hear this because I really fuck with this song.
Most definitely. Soul, Drugs, and Harmony. This track is called Dreams.
I just came home from the penitentiary. No parole, they finally let a nigga free. I'm headed back to the streets. I'm headed back to the streets. A lot of shit that changed since a nigga been down. Brand new hustlers getting money in the town. They ain't ready for me. They ain't ready for me. Cause in this game, you gotta keep a poker face. There's too many people willing to come and take your place. That's the way that it goes down around here. Yeah. Soon as you get caught slipping, it's when somebody slide the clipping. Then pull the trigger, now you're just another victim. Nobody even care. But still, I got these dreams. Just on my face, flipping 40 keys from overseas, bringing my enemies to their knees. I got dreams. I got dreams. Pimping these hoes, slamming Cadillac doors, stacking the money until the paper don't fold. Nigga, wait and see. I got dreams. To all my niggas on the paper chase, just keep a shooter with you just in case. Or if you ain't afraid to bust your gun, to kill whoever trying to take your ones. Supply whatever's in demand and make sure they put the money in your hand. And if you ever serve a CID, well, that's an automatic felony. Take the deal, don't fight the case, cause if you lose, that's a 4-8. Remember, this is the life she shows, so don't snitch, keep your lips closed. And learn from the mistakes you made, cause tomorrow is another day. You're gonna make it on another pin, so you can start all over again. Cause I got these dreams, and the things flipping 40 keys from overseas, bringing my enemies to the knees. I got dreams. I got dreams, baby. Pimping these hoes, slamming Cadillac doors, stabbing up money until the paper don't fold. Nigga, wait and see. I got dreams. I got dreams, baby. Rolling dice underneath the street lights for a couple of G's. I got dreams, baby. That if I die, bury me like a hustler. Take my phone, keep serving all the customers. R.I.P. I got dreams.
Another thing I respect about you, bro, like usually when we critique music, we don't just go off the content and, you know, the actual song, but we talk about the sound quality, right? And I wasn't even going to critique that, but you did it before me. Like, you let me know, hey, this, you know, this record is this, it's not, this ain't there, you know what I mean? Like this, y'all might not even know this, but this song doesn't even have drums in it. I mean, and you can still vibe to it, so I'll fuck with that, but I guess you as an artist,
I was crazy thing is, I just was about to say that though, like, yo, this joint ain't got no drums in it, but this still a fucking joint.
Exactly. And it's like I wanted to touch that lane, you know what I'm saying? You know, and it was just, you know, it worked out to a
So that's what you aim for on this record?
Fix this.
That's what you aim for?
I wanted to work with what I didn't have, you know what I mean? 'Cause I recorded this song out of due to it was like basically a season opportunity, or a matter of fact, it was like what's the word? It was just like an opportunist situation. Somebody heard it, and they just was like, "Yo, this joint hot." He was like, "I got a studio upstairs," and I was like, "Yeah, for sure." So I'm like, "All right, word, bro. Let's rock." You know what I'm saying? Like I was over my people's crib. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like I got the studio upstairs, so I just recorded it. Matter of fact, it was my man L.A. Brown. He's from Philly, Southwest.
But yeah, I fuck with that song heavy. Like I never heard R&B singer like go into detail. Like I can tell you really, you know what I mean? Like it's not just made up. I can tell you really got experience. And that's what drew me in when I first heard the record. Like I started listening to the lyrics. I'm like, oh shit.
That's one thing I've been through for a little while. I was caught up in that prison system shit, man. And it's just like, I just was like, man, that shit is really, that's what they want you to do. Mm-hmm. You gotta do, if you leave out of your hood and you back away from all the toxic people, all of the stuff that can pull you back,